Hi students, welcome to E-Pathshala. I am Dr. Kalpakam Pulasa, former Director in charge, National Institute of Nutrition at Hyderabad. Folic acid derives its name from folium, or that which is there in leaf. And it's very important to mention here that Yellapragada Subbarao, an Indian, was involved in the discovery of the folic acid in USA at the Lederle labs, and he was in charge of a team who were known as the folic acid boys who made this discovery. Later on, this group also was responsible for discovery of M-13, which is an antagonist of folic acid and which plays an important role in the treatment of certain type of cancers. Folates play an important role in the body physiology and metabolism and take part in a number of reactions. They act as a cofactor, so it's a very important nutrient. However, folates are richly present in many of the foods, and therefore folic acid deficiency may not be so common. However, under certain physiological conditions, there is an increased requirement of folic acid, like the pregnant women, children, and the pregnant women have to be supplemented with folic acid because they require the folic acid to prevent the neural tube defect in the children. Besides the significant role played by its in nutrition, you will also be taught in this module about the history, about the structure, chemistry, food sources of folic acid, distribution, absorption, utilization, transportation, metabolism, function, storage, etc., and also how to detect folic acid deficiencies and megaloblastic anemia. And finally, you will also be taught about the RDAs and the requirements for women and children. Structure and chemistry. There are three parts in the folic acid molecule. It has a pteridine nucleus, para-aminobenzoic acid, PABA, and glutamic acid. It is yellowish in color, sparingly soluble in water, easily degraded by light and UV radiation. Folates are capable of accepting one carbon unit from donor molecules. They transfer them further by means of several biosynthetic reactions. Cellular folates function conjugated to a polyglutamate chain when they are in their reduced form. The folates exist as a mixture of unsubstituted polyglutamyl tetrahydrofolates along with various substituted 1-carbon forms of tetrahydrofolate, that is 10-formyl, 5-10-methylene and 5-methyl. The reduced forms of this vitamin are unstable chemically, particularly the unsubstituted dihydro and tetrahydro form. The bond between C9 and N10 can break, producing substituted pteridine and para-amino-benzoyl glutamate. These do not possess any biological activity. The split can be prevented by substituting carbon group at N5 or N10. However, these forms are susceptible to oxidative changes and loss of biological activity. In the foods, the folates exist as a mixture of reduced folate polyglutamates. Even though the folic acid in the fortified food is stable for several days or weeks, the folates in food may not be very stable. The reason being loss of biochemical activity due to processing of foods. Significant loss occurs during harvesting, storage, processing and preparation. Half or even 3/4 of initial folate activity may be lost during these processes. However, in supplements and fortified foods, the synthetic form of this vitamin is used. This form contains pteridine ring, which cannot be reduced, rendering it very resistant to chemical oxidation. However, in the cells, folic acid is reduced by enzyme dihydrofolate reductase to di and tetrahydro forms. This takes place within the intestinal mucosal cells, followed by release of 5'-methyl tetrahydrofolate into the plasma. Dietary sources of folates. A variety of foods contain natural form of folate. The green leafy vegetables, including vegetables, particularly the dark green leaves, fruits, fresh fruits, nuts, beans, peas, dairy products, poultry, meat, eggs, seafood, grains, and some beers have folate. High amounts of folates are found in avocado, beetroot, spinach, liver, yeast, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts. Folates present naturally in food is susceptible to high heat and ultraviolet light. It is soluble in water. It is heat labile in acidic environment and also susceptible to oxidation. Absorption, distribution, utilization. Depending on the nature of food, the folates present in them exist as conjugated to a polyglutamyl chain, which may be containing varying numbers of glutamic acid. Enzyme folate conjugase removes the polyglutamyl chain in the brush border of the intestinal mucosal cells. This action of conjugase results in folate monoglutamate, which is absorbed. The 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate monoglutamate is the primary form of folate entering human circulation from the intestinal cells. The activity of intestinal conjugase in producing the folate monoglutamate by the removal of the polyglutamate chain by intestinal conjugase influences the bioavailability of natural folates. In the intestinal lumen, folate conjugate is hydrolyzed by conjugase, which is zinc dependent enzyme, and folate is absorbed in the jejunum. This process, however, doesn't ensure 100% bioavailability. Biological activity of folate from milk is considered greater than unbound folate because it is bound to binding protein, and the protein folate complex is absorbed intact from the ileum by a different mechanism. The availability of folate from cereal foods or of free folic acid taken with cereal food is lower. On the contrary, the bioavailability of synthetic folic acid is 100%. Poor bioavailability and chemical stability of the natural folate have to be considered while developing nutrient recommendations. This holds true even when dietary intake are in the form of supplements which have folates in synthetic form, as this form is more stable and bioavailable. In view of the difference in bioavailability between supplemented folic acid and folates in food, the dietary folate equivalent system was established. By this system, one dietary folate equivalent is defined as 1 microgram of dietary folate or 0.6 microgram of folic acid supplement. This is further reduced to 0.5 microgram of folic acid if the supplement is to be taken on an empty stomach. In many countries, folic acid is added to foods like grain and cereal products. Populations that consume fortified food have significant intakes of folate if they are fortified with folic acid. Metabolism, transport, and storage. Most of the folate undergoes reduction and methylation in the intestinal mucosa and enters the bloodstream mainly as methyl tetrahydrofolate. This form, which circulates as a bound form to albumin, is the main form which is taken up by tissues. Small amount of other 1-carbon substituted folates also circulate and are available for tissue uptake. Folate monoglutamates cross cell membranes readily while the polyglutamates do not do so. Formation of conjugated form helps in intracellular accumulation of folate. The enzyme which is needed to release the amino acid bound form, the folate conjugate, is secreted in saliva, stomach, pancreas, and jejunum. The unbound folate is absorbed through the small intestine, mostly in jejunum, and is then transported to liver. Rapid formation of at least a diglutamate is essential for tissue uptake and retention. 1 carbon substituted folate is poor substrate for conjugation. Even though the main form that is taken up into the tissue is methyl tetrahydrofolate for storage and tissue accumulation, this form is demethylated by the action of methionine synthetase. It is stored mainly in the liver and in the gallbladder. When bile is secreted into the duodenum, the folate may be split off and again absorbed. This recycling is important to maintain the folate stores to adequate in the body. Functions of folic acid in the form of tetrahydrofolate and other derivatives are responsible for the biological activity. Their bioavailability in the body depends on the dihydrofolate reductase activity in the liver. RNA and DNA are methylated in order to maintain the integrity. If the intracellular levels of the folate are low, there is hypomethylation predisposing cell DNA and RNA to mutation and error in expression. Folate is necessary to carry 1 carbon group for methylation reactions and nucleic acid synthesis. Thus, folate deficiency hinders DNA synthesis, cell division, affecting hematopoietic cells and neoplasms the most because of their greater frequency of cell division. If cell division, erythropoiesis production of red blood cell is inhibited due to folate deficiency, it will result in megaloblastic anemia, which is characterized by large immature red blood cells. Neural tube defects. According to WHO, all the pregnant women must be given daily 30 to 60 mg of elemental iron and 400 microgram of folic acid to prevent maternal anemia, puerperal sepsis, low birth weight, and preterm delivery. Further, it also states the following. The equivalent of 60 mg of elemental iron is 300 mg ferrous sulfate, heptahydrate, 180 mg ferrous fumarate, or 500 mg of ferrous gluconate. Folic acid should be commenced as early as possible, ideally before consumption, to prevent the neural tube defects. It is also recommended that consumption of 400 microgram of folic acid must be preferably initiated prior to the time of consumption in order to prevent the most neural tube defects. This supplementation is recommended due to poor bioavailability and stability of food folate. In this context, recommending folate intake through diet will not be proper for prevention of neural tube defects. It has been documented that risk of neural tube defect is 10-fold higher in people with poor folate status than those with normal or high folate status. The intervention trials have shown evidence that ideally an extra 400 microgram per day should be provided, as this is the quantity recommended for supplementation. But this level could not be introduced for food fortification. The reason is, if the population consumes very high level of folate from the fortified food, diagnosis of pernicious anemia, specifically among the elderly population, may be difficult to know if they carry risk of developing this pernicious form of anemia. Cardiovascular disease. Even a moderate elevation in the levels of homocysteine in the plasma is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease and stroke. This increase can be lowered by an intake of extra 100 or 200 microgram per day of folic acid per day. Fertility. Folate is essential for fertility in both men and women. It is required during spermatogenesis. In order to avoid infertility, one must consume daily the required quantity. Cancer. Inadequate and low levels of folate intake increase the risk of colorectal, breast, ovarian, pancreas, brain, lung, cervical, and prostate cancers. However, contradictory report in the literature indicating the excessive dietary supplementation with synthetic folate may increase the risk of certain cancers, particularly that of prostate gland. Folate deficiency. Folate deficiency can be caused by consuming the diets that do not include sufficient portions of fruits and vegetables. It is established that folate absorption takes place through the small intestine, mainly the jejunum, after binding to specific receptor protein. However, in inflammatory or autoimmune diseases such as Crohn's disease, celiac disease, chronic enteritis, or enteroenteric fistulae, the activity of pteroyl polyglutamase, there is reduction in the levels of specific hydrolase which is required for folate absorption. This results in folate deficiency. The requirement of folates is increased in certain conditions. These are individuals who have hemorrhage, undergoing kidney dialysis, having liver disease, malabsorption syndromes including celiac disease, fructose malabsorption, pregnancy and lactation, and due to lifestyle factors like tobacco smoking and alcohol consumption. Some medications also interfere with folate absorption and with utilization. These are use of anticonvulsant medications such as phenytoin, primidone, carbamazepine or valproate, hypoglycemic agents like metformin, prescribed to control blood sugar in type 2 diabetes, methotrexate, an anti-cancer drug, and sometimes also used to treat the Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis and rheumatoid arthritis, sulfasalazine used to control inflammation associated with Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis and rheumatoid arthritis, etc. Folate supplementation is very much beneficial to patients on long-term low dose of methotrexate for treatment of inflammatory conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis or psoriasis. Use of folate supplementation helps in preventing macrocytic anemia which occurs due to deficiency. Folate is also supplemented as an antioxidant before high dose of chemotherapy treatment in an effort to protect the healthy tissue. However, it may be counterproductive to take folic acid supplement with methotrexate in cancer treatment. Symptoms of deficiency. Folate deficiency may result in glossitis, diarrhea, depression, confusion, anemia, fetal neural tube defects, and brain defects during pregnancy in the child. Other symptoms include fatigue, grey hair, mouth sores, poor growth, and swollen tongue. Other signs are weakness, sore tongue, headache, heart palpitations, irritability, behavioral disorders. In adults, anemia, that is macrocytic and megaloblastic, can be sign of chronic folate deficiency. Folate deficiency during human pregnancy has been associated with an increased risk of infant neural tube defects. Such deficiency during the first 4 weeks of gestation can result in structural developmental problems. In infants and children, folate deficiency can slow growth rate. Detection of deficiency. Folate deficiency can be diagnosed by estimating plasma vitamin B12 and folate levels. Serum as well as RBC folates reflect the folate status. The serum levels reflect dietary intake and readily available tissue reserves. RBC folate is a measurement of long-term folate status and therefore is a better index. Microbiological assay with Lactobacillus casei as the test organism or competitive protein binding radioassay have been used to estimate the folate level. Megaloblastic anemia is one sign, but this could also be a sign of B12 deficiency. Serum folate of 3 microgram per liter or lower indicates deficiency. Following folate intake, serum folate increases more rapidly than the erythrocyte folate. Undesirable folate status is indicated by folate level of 140 microgram per liter or lower in the erythrocytes. Increased homocysteine level suggests tissue folate deficiency. However, homocysteine is also affected by vitamin B12 and B6, renal function, and genetics of the individual. One way to differentiate between the folate and the B12 deficiency is by testing for methyl malonic acid levels. Normal levels of MMA indicate folate deficiency, whereas elevated levels of MMA indicates B12 deficiency in a person who is anemic. Histidine load test. Functional tests based on the urinary excretion form immunoglutamic acid after histidine load is useful for assessing the folic acid. Fig-glue is a metabolite of histidine and it is further converted to glutamic acid, requires tetrahydrofolate. Normal adults excrete less than 35 mg fig-glue in 24 hours and after 5 gram histidine load. In folic acid deficiency, fig-glue excretion may increase 5 to 10 times more. Hypersegmentation of the nuclei of the nucleophilic polymorphonuclear leukocyte is an early hematological change in folic acid deficiency. This precedes the megaloblastic anemia. It is not very specific as it could happen in other conditions like pregnancy, infections and B12 deficiency. Intakes of 400 to 1000 microgram supplement per day are used to treat the folate deficiency. This treatment increases tissue levels of folic acid even if deficiency was caused by malabsorption. Patients with megaloblastic anemia have to be tested for B12 before treatment with folate. The reason being, supplementation with folic acid can mask B12 deficiency and worsen the neurological problems due to B12 deficiency. Toxicity. An upper intake level of 1000 microgram has been suggested by US National Academy of Sciences. However, a daily intake of 400 microgram in addition to dietary folate can be considered as safe. It can be considered that there may not be risk of toxicity with intakes between 400 to 1000 microgram of folic acid per day. The risk of toxicity from folic acid is low as folate is a water-soluble vitamin and is excreted from the body. Recommended dietary intake. According to WHO FAO, the RDA is 400 microgram of dietary folate. For Indians, the RDA, the dietary folate is 200 microgram per day. This would provide 75 microgram per day of folic acid. For pregnant women, the RDA is 500 microgram per day. For lactating women, the RDA is 300 microgram per day. In conclusion, you have learnt that folates play an important role in various physiological processes including the DNA methylation and is a very important nutrient, and folic acid iron supplementation is mandatory for all the pregnant women, and this supplementation is done in order to avoid anemia. Folic acid induced anemia may be confusing with the B12 anemia, but blood serum folates can be estimated or RBC folates can be estimated by microbiology method, and the levels would indicate whether there is a deficiency of folic acid. The folic acid supplementations can be used by women and by children, and they improve in general fatigue and as well as their activity, and is considered to be an important nutrient.